And financial analyst Mukhtar Mohammed joins me now for more on this. Many thanks to you, Mukhtar Mohammed, for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's look at the idea of the single currency. Now, what impact will this have on the region's economy and then for the average trader in West Africa?
Well, the impact could be huge, but depending on where we're looking at it from. We need to look at what is the business transaction within ECOWAS nation within themselves. I'm for one, the things that the currency is not the problem, getting an eco currency. What we need to think of how we can do business within ourselves first. The volume of business we'll do within ourselves, then we determine whether the eco currency is what each and every of us in each country needs. Because it stands now, the Anglophone country, the Francophone country, they are loggerhead. Nigerians do business more with the Chinese, do business more with the North Americans. The volume of trade between us and the Chinese and the North America is more than 200% the volume of trade between us and even Benin Republic here. So when you're talking about eco-currency, what they need, the European Union came together to get their own currency. Because when they look at the volume of trade within themselves, they're trying to synergize it to make trading easy within themselves, especially in the means of exchange. They look for one currency. But as it stands now, trading within the West African sub-region cannot be commensurate with the type of volume of trade they have within themselves. It's so minute. So whether the currency comes to play or not, it will not have a far-reaching effect as it stands now.
So So basically, a document or a treaty like the AFCTA should be allowed to take effect before something like this should happen.
Definitely. So I expect the leaders to begin to think of how they can do trade within themselves. I'm not talking about trade within themselves like what we have between Benin and Nigeria, whereby cars from other European nations land in Benin and then ship to Nigeria. I'm talking what Benin is producing, what Nigeria is producing, what Ghana is producing, what are the trade balance between both of us. So when we begin to look at the volume of trade within ourselves, then we begin to think of one currency to make business, to make ease of doing business, and to reduce the cost of business instead of traveling from currency. And then you need to look at the banking sector. That means there must be a synergy also with the financial sector all over West Africa. As it stands now, that is not being done. So, and it's not something you can just do overnight. You do it in 1 year, you do it in 2 years. If you look at the EU, it took them almost 15 years before they came to where they are now.
So basically, this is supposed to happen in 2020. And we know that the launch was postponed from 2005 to 2010 and 2014. Do you see the possibility of all of these countries meeting the current criteria by 2020?
No, not at all. Even if you look at the criteria, we're talking about 4% inflation. We're talking about stable exchange rate. We're talking about
budget deficit of about 3%.
We're talking about, so if you look at all of them, very, very shockingly, it was only Benin Republic that was said, Benin or Togo that was said to have met some of these conditions. Most of the countries that are supposed to be the superpower, especially Nigeria and Ghana, haven't met that criteria. And it's still a long way to go. When you look at our budget for this year, we're not doing a deficit of 4%. We're not looking at an inflation rate of 4%. We're already on double digit. So we're trying to get to 1 digit. So I don't see it working in 2020.
All right, Mukhtar Mohammed, many thanks to you for joining us on this hour.